Outdoor Vitals is one of my absolute favorite brands right now because they make really great gear. They have access to great factories. They make a great design. And this is the Fastpack 30. So it's 30 liters. It has a running style vest. How I have it loaded up right now is all of my snacks are in here. I have another snack bag in here, but it's a vest. So I have a one-person tent, a 30-degree sleeping bag. Actually, I'm bringing a Jetboil because I could fit it, and I just like Jetboils. I hate small, tiny stoves. And then I have like an overnight kit, my food, a rain shell, and insulation layer, and that's pretty much all I have. So this is my pack. I have 2 water bottles, obviously a water filter, and so it's a really basic kit. And I'm going to be wearing this on my overnight into this area that I'm not even going to mention where it's at because it doesn't really matter. But I would say that I basically maxed this thing out. I did trim a lot of stuff. I could always go smaller, but for the most part, I don't really have a lot of extras. But what's really great about a pack like this is that it forces you to think, and it forces you to dial in all your gear. And what's cool about that is that when you finally go back to a larger backpack, you find that you actually have more than enough room. I have a big climb for most of the day and then back down, 12 miles total. So see how it goes. Okay, first handful of miles down. I'm gonna stop and take a break because I'm hungry and I brought leftover pizza from home. But before I do, just toss these aside for a second. Let me just show you this backpack so you see what I'm working with. I do have a fanny pack. I ended up bringing my a nicer camera just for, I guess, for fun, but this is it. After a handful of miles, feels pretty good. No complaints. When you wear a pack with no waist belt, it's so freeing. You can just, your hips move, you can bend over things, and it's just nice. So the huge benefit there is that backpacking feels like it's effortless. The downside is you just have to commit to carrying less things, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think there's a place for both bringing luxury items and having an easy time over a shorter distance, and also a benefit and a place for going super light and, let's call it, like as quickly as possible, or just being able to move efficiently through the backcountry. This pack from Outdoor Vitals, again, was designed for people who have minimal time on their hands to go on adventures but want to. So when you carry a pack with less weight and that is super small, you can generally cover more distance. A trail that would normally take you 2 days or 3 days, let's say 3 or 4 days, you could do it in 2 days. And right now I'm kind of proving that. I'm doing 12 miles today and 7 miles tomorrow. So I'm going to do this big loop. I have one night to do it, so I'm just fast packing, if you will. But so far, so good. I like it. Feels pretty good. All right, quick update. I am 7 miles in. So far, so good. Because it doesn't have a waist belt and it's not a load-bearing pack, all the weight is on your shoulders. So if you are loaded up very heavy with lots of water or lots of food or whatever it might be, after a while it will begin to, like, you'll start kind of my neck, but that's to be expected. It's comfortable. The harness on it feels great. It's got lots of pockets, so basically I stashed a bunch of food and like my phone and things I want real close to me, so that I can just grab a snack and eat while I'm walking. That saves a lot of time. It allows you to be very efficient when you have all of your snacks right there, ready to go. It's what I expected it to be. It is a running vest backpack that is perfect for jetting up in the mountains for the night to get a camping trip in and not having to fuss with a bunch of gear. That's what this pack is for. And so far, I mean, I'm only 7 miles into wearing it, but I've worn a lot of backpacks. I can tell when a backpack works and when it does not. So, yeah, we'll see what I think at the end of the trip to see if there's anything that I would want differently. But I mean, at that point, you're probably just splitting hairs. So, for what I'm doing, an out and back overnight backpacking trip where I'm just bringing the essentials, nothing fancy, where there's water available. There's no big water carriers or anything like that. A day's worth of food plus dinner and a couple snacks in the morning. It's perfect. So, yeah, a few more miles to go. I have 5 more miles to go, and then I'll camp and I'll give you an update. How's that? Woo. Also, I just fell. The rocks are extremely slippery and my feet have now been wet all day long. Man, how awesome is that? All right, time to make camp. Pleasantly surprised with the pack. I mean, it's just a backpack at the end of the day, but it's well designed. It's simple. Again, it's great for a quick overnighter where you're not bringing a whole lot of stuff and you're just trying to have a good time. So, yeah, super fun pack. I'm gonna set up camp. Day 2 of wearing a backpack is always the day where you feel things and you know whether or not it was like a great fit or not, or maybe you had your load wrong or whatever. The only thing that I can feel is on my right collarbone. It's just I have a bit of a bruise from just the stitching, and it's not because of the backpack. It's just because of how my body lines up with some stitching. So it's right there on the seam. It just so happens the way the backpack fits my body kind of rubs right there. But other than that, pack feels great. It's nice to put it on in the morning. A few miles to the truck, and I'll give you my final thoughts on the Outdoor Vitals Fastpack 30. Okay, back to the truck. Here are my final thoughts on this pack from one backpacking trip. It's 30 liters. You have to be dialed in. You cannot bring anything extra at all whatsoever. Bare essentials. It's comfortable. It's great. It's this. My apologies. This whole time I've been saying Fastpack 30. It's actually the Skyline 30. So yeah, it's great. So if you're looking for like a quick overnight streamlined ultralight backpack setup, look no further. That's my humble opinion. All right, I'm gonna get going.